Batman Boxing Talk. We are back.
Back.
Yes, talk the heavyweight division.
What we good? We got 15? Cool.
Yep.
So you got Wilder, see?
Yeah,
what I told you?
Messing up names.
Wilder, Ortiz, Joshua, Ruiz.
Yes.
So I guess we can start with the first fight. Wilder fight on the 23rd.
Yeah. And
What y'all think, man? I seen y'all. Did y'all see the
King Kong is back. That's what he said.
He looked good.
He looked good,
bigger.
man.
Nah, he looked small. He looked more in shape than me.
Yeah, he looked more in shape.
Yeah, he looked more. He
looked
looked
like
more lean.
He coming for it.
Everybody looked lean though. Joshua looked lean and Ruiz looked lean.
Yeah, Joshua really cut that. Yeah.
I haven't seen him because I haven't seen anything on Joshua actually. I know something might have came out yesterday, but I didn't watch it.
Yeah,
no.
that's
I
you
follow,
probably missed it.
I follow the Instagram, but
he
So
didn't slim down.
He just slimmed down.
he needed to because when you too bulky, your
Burns
punches
energy,
punches don't come out. Your punches come out robotic.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Wilder got that type of power because he got rubber band arms, like Tommy Hearns, like Mark Breland.
Yeah,
got them those lanky arms, and people think like Robert Easter, those guys with those rubber band type arms, them motherfuckers hit hard. They be skinny as hell too.
Mm-hmm.
But so I mean, break down the fight. What you think? Wilder Ortiz.
Wilder Ortiz. The first fight, I don't think you're gonna have as much as a feeling out process as you did in the first fight. They know each other. I don't think Deontay Wilder is taking him for granted that he'll win this fight because he won the last fight. But one thing, Ortiz, because he's fought him, he's going to be able to build on the momentum. Although he lost, but he's going to be able to build on what he was able to do in the first fight. And I think that gives him a chance.
You done?
I know both of y'all disagree with that, but go ahead.
To be honest, I disagree somewhat, but not fully. I do disagree. I still think there's going to be a filling out process, and I think it's going to be more of a filling out process on Luis Ortiz's part, because I think he's going to be more skeptical of that right hand now that he knows what it feels like. And I think he's going to be a lot more cautious. I don't think he's going to throw caution to the wind unless he's down on the scorecards, which I don't think, which is where I agree with you. Where I agree with you is, and it's like I say about every Wilder fight, I don't care if he's getting outboxed for 11 of the 12 rounds. Heavyweights these days are not physically in shape to be able to do in round 12 what they can do in round 1. And at some point, the bomb will detonate.
Well, that's one thing.
It'll be over.
That's one thing that in one of the interviews I did see them say that, one thing that they worked on, because it was an issue in the first fight, was stamina. He said he will be ready to go the full 12.
But the thing is, if you go back and look at that fight, his stamina went because he tried to blow his load when he had Wilder hurt. He wasn't tired before that.
And he did some unnecessary movement. I mean, that dancing around.
The dancing around.
Yeah. I mean, when you know that you know.
But the dancing around helped him because it gave Wilder a look at something that he never seen before.
But I think it burned more energy than he probably.
It did, but it was effective.
It was effective. I agree with that. As far as you fin?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, we can. I'm gonna let you go. We can tie in. Yeah.
All right. Piggybacking off what you said, Alan, I was going to go there anyway. With Ortiz in the first fight saying that he gassed out, what we don't realize is that Wilder was sick going into that fight.
Mm-hmm.
So
and was 209.
Yeah. So
night of the fight.
Yeah.
He weighed in at 212 and wore 209 the night of the fight.
Yeah, because I think he said something to the extent that he was throwing up or spitting before he came to the ring.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So. You're talking about a Wilder who was depleted because of whatever he was going through, whatever sickness he was going through. Mm-hmm. That's throughout the whole fight. It wasn't at a certain round, Wilder became sick.
Yeah. And
Wilder was sick the whole fight. Luis got tired after a certain round, and I agree with Brandon to a certain, he blew his whole load trying to get him out of there.
Mm-hmm.
This time they will be, like you said, it will be a filling out process, because regardless of what a fighter says, when you felt that type of power, it's gonna be a feel. Yeah, you're gonna be skeptical. Yeah. So even though you trained on stuff, you still like, whoa, that thing could end it at any time. And I think in this fight, because I mean he caught Wilder with a good shot.
Yeah.
Wilder didn't leave his feet.
And this is the thing though. With Wilder being sick, and I ain't the type of person to use no excuses, because I feel like once you step in that ring, it is what it is.
And he only said it after the fight,
and that's what I respect.
Exactly.
He didn't make a excuse before the fight, or he said it after he won.
Exactly.
And I don't think he would have even said it had he lost.
Right.
And that's what I respect. It wasn't like the Manny Pacquiao. Once you saw you couldn't beat him, you start making up excuses.
Exactly.
But Wilder didn't effectively use his jab in that first fight. He pawed with it a lot, but he never snapped it like he did with Bermane Stiverne. He never piston like snapped it, and it part of that is because he was skeptical of getting hit with a straight left.
Yeah.
But from what I've seen that they've been working on, the angle that he's throwing his jab from, where it's really a backhand, it kind of takes him out of position of getting hit with that straight left.
Right.
But I mean, I'm liking what I'm saying from both camps, man. I think it's probably gonna be one of the most exciting fights of the year when it's all said and done, and for however long it lasts. But like I said, I just think Wilder's in such good shape, and he's been in such good shape for so long that his stamina is going to carry better than Ortiz.
Yeah.
Because he has to get used to being lighter. And it's being lighter, is he going to be able to take the punches like he was able to take them heavier. So
you talking about that Ortiz? You talking about Ortiz?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the fact that,
and if Wilder's bigger, like he was against Brazil, it could cause for some issues.
which I'm sure, he said he was going to come in around that weight.
225,
Yeah.
yeah.
But the thing with Wilder, like you said, the jab wasn't early on, but think about it. Once he started, after he got hurt, the fight was over in the next couple of rounds.
Yep.
So if he started using that jab earlier, and like you said, and implementing some of the things that they've gone through to throw a jab from an angle where I really can't get countered, because I'm not really trying to commit to it where you in position where you can come over the top.
Right.
But like I said, I really think it's not an easy fight. It's a very dangerous fight for Deontay Wilder. But I just think that he's going to win. Yeah. I think he's going to win.
And credit to him, because still to this day, even at 40, no one wants to fight that old man. So I give credit to Deontay Wilder for taking the fight again.
And another thing I saw in his camp was he's working on a jab to the body. And if he can continuously land a jab to the body and left hooks to the body on Ortiz, which I know fighting a southpaw, left hooks are harder to land to the body. But if he can consistently land that jab to the body, it ain't going to be much he can do about trying to have stamina going into them later rounds.
Because that opens him up to a counter.
Not really, because he's left-handed. So if you go into the body, he coming with the left. You got a defense for it with your power hand. If he was orthodox, then it would probably open him up for it, because now the hand that he's extending is giving him leeway for an overhand right.
You talking about Ortiz or
Wilder.
Stand up.
Yeah, we go over this the last time. He's left-handed, right?
Yeah.
I'm out the way.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Okay. If he was right-handed, I'm in the way. Okay. You see what I'm saying? Right.
Okay.
So it gives him the ability, the jab to the body gives him the ability to stay out of the way of the left hand, and
because of his reach too. Because that other hand is closer as a southpaw. So if you go into the body, if he didn't necessarily have the reach, he could come over top with this hand.
But he leaning. If you go into the body, you leaning away from it. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So and he's long enough to be able to touch him. Yeah, to touch him. Lean out the way and spin out.
And spin out.
But I just
and a couple of those hard touches, like you said, it's gonna
play with that stamina.
It's gonna play with the stamina, and then over the top.
It's gonna play with the stamina.
All right, so predictions for that fight, or y'all want to talk about the other fight first?
Well, now we can give predictions. You
Okay.
said Wilder. I said Wilder.
I
think we all going with knockout, right?
Yeah, we're going.
I gotta go with Wilder. I mean,
one
Ortiz
way or the
is
other. They both said that.
Yeah,
they both said that one way or the other.
It won't see the last bell.
Okay.
It won't see 12 rounds. No.
Now you got
Anthony Joshua.
Ruiz and Joshua.
Yeah, y'all say that shit because I'm gonna say Ortiz when I'm supposed to. But go ahead.
Ruiz and Joshua. First fight shocked the world. Man, it shocked people who didn't know who Andy Ruiz was. A lot of fighters that knew of Andy Ruiz. I think I heard I heard Deontay Wilder predict Ruiz before the fight. So like I said, shocked people who didn't know Ruiz, but it was a good fight. I think Anthony Joshua underestimated Ruiz and paid the penalty. This time he's coming back. From what my partners over here say, he looks good, looks lighter. Will he be able to change the style of fight that he came into the last fight with to counter what Ruiz was able to do?
I think when you look at the style of fighter that Anthony Joshua is, and what his strengths are and what his weaknesses are, what we got?
3 minutes.
Okay, that's enough time. When you look at what his strengths are and what he does well and what he does bad, he's susceptible to fighters that can stand in the fire and trade. So when you look at somebody like Joseph Parker, he had what it took. He was just too afraid to stand in and exchange. Mm-hmm. Andy Ruiz, on the other hand, he threw punches while Joshua was throwing punches, so Joshua couldn't defend himself. Anybody that has those type of hands and is not afraid of standing in the fire can beat Anthony Joshua, because if you can touch his chin, he gonna go Bambi on you. Yeah, he gonna go deer legs. And that's why I don't think he can beat Wilder. And with that being said, Andy Ruiz has had a longer period of time to train. Mm-hmm. A lot of people are upset with his weight loss, but I seem to think that it's going to help. It's going to benefit him because it'll allow him to be able to move better in the fire. Yeah. And it'll allow him to be able to throw punches a little faster, probably with a little more speed, which means he's going to be a little more powerful. Anthony Joshua has lost weight, which if his goal is to move around the ring a lot, I think it helps him. Right. But you have to make Joshua fight going backwards. If you allow him to come forward and walk and pick his shots down, and you're moving backwards, he gonna beat you. If you can stand in that fire and make him fight a mid-range type of fight, you can get him. If you can make him fight going backwards and you're a good enough fighter, you can beat him.
Yeah, Joshua.
Yeah.
So you saying momentum is everything? I mean,
no, it ain't about the momentum. It's just that he's not a good fighter fighting off the back foot.
So
he's not a good inside fighter.
So if Ruiz, you feel like if Ruiz has Joshua going backwards, it's Ruiz fight. And vice versa.
As long as Ruiz is not going backwards. Whether he got him standing toe-to-toe in the middle of the ring or whether he got Joshua going backwards, it's a Ruiz fight. If he starts to walk backwards and try to fight off the back foot against Anthony Joshua, it's going to be night-night.
Yeah, well, the thing is this. This is what look. The first fight, like you said, it shocked a lot of people. You're talking about Ruiz weight. Ruiz has weighed in before and fights less than he fought Anthony Joshua. He didn't have a lot of time to train for Anthony Joshua. Right. He had more time this time. And like you said, Brandon, I'll piggyback off what you said as far as I think he's going to get to Anthony Joshua's chin, and it's going to be the same result, because no matter how much weight you lose or how much you train, the fact is that when you get hit on that chin, you do, get deer legs. You get straight-legged and you're falling down. Right. And I think that, like I said, because you saw what Ruiz did once he got knocked down and got hit with that right hand. He stood right in the fire and threw back. And when he caught him.
And not only that, Joshua has proved to me that his confidence level only goes so far. Right. It's almost like the Mike Tyson effect, where if he knows that he has the upper hand, or if he feels like, oh, I can beat you, then his confidence is there. Right. Now that he knows that Andy Ruiz is capable of outboxing him, first of all, outboxing him, and has the capabilities to knock him out, that being on his mind, I'm not so sure that he's going to be as confident going into that fight.
And I agree. You right on time too.
Right on time.
Yeah.
All right.
But shit, comment below. Let us know what y'all think about, you know, the
Either one of the
Deontay
fights,
Wilder Ortiz fight. If y'all have any opinions different, which I
Well, yo,
Except-
everybody going with Ruiz.
I am. Are you?
I'm going with Ruiz.
Yeah, I'm
You
gonna
going with Ruiz?
Yeah. You gonna be the man out because you thinking.
I'm not saying that Joshua can't win. It's a possibility.
That's the thing. Right
just
now,
making
for
my
me, it's a
prediction.
50-50 fight.
I think it's a 50-50 fight regardless. It's
Yeah.
whoever can implement their game
I
plan.
just think they're more.
I just think Ruiz
has
has
a
more
better-
ways to win.
Yeah, more ways to win.
Well, like I said, I want to watch if I could possibly see some of what they're working on in Joshua's camp. Then I'll make a decision.
I haven't really seen anything of what they're working on.
Yeah, I think they been having that under wraps.
Yeah.
But I mean, if they ain't if they ain't putting them weights around his neck so he can get that shock absorber in that chin.
And the thing is, it just goes to show you that he do that weight shit. He do the old Mike Tyson joint rocking on his head and all that shit, and it don't help his chin.
Yeah.
You know, so
But
like
his neck still ain't big as theirs though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he still. But I mean, you know, look, that shit definitely helped because I remember that's what Floyd used to do all the time. Floyd shit.
You know
that-
what?
that joint
You
like
know what though?
Ward.
Something-
Ward,
yeah. I'm gonna take Ruiz in this fight because so one thing I took from that first fight, and I compare when Wilder got in trouble with Ortiz.
Mm-hmm.
Character should have pulled him through
and
that.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He has that Tyson. It's just like when Tyson got hit by Lennox Lewis with that overhand right. He laid on the ground, held his nose, looked up, put his head back down like, fuck this shit. You know, like he didn't have it because he knew deep down inside, I can't beat this motherfucker. And I think Anthony Joshua is going to have that same mentality. If he gets hit or if Andy Ruiz hit him with something, you're going to see his character come out like, oh shit. It's no different from when Tyson got in there with Holyfield. And then once he realized, I can't beat this motherfucker, I got to do something to find my way out. I'm going to bite this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, he found he's going to find a way out.
But I'm gonna tell you one thing. That look, there are fighters that will lay on the fucking ground and say, "Fuck it, I'm getting paid too much to get up." A la Buster Douglas. He touched his nose too, like,
yeah.
fuck that.
But that's what I'm saying. I think Joshua
it
has
takes-
that type of
Yeah,
character.
he does. That's true.
It takes a special athlete. I mean, not just boxing, but any sport. I mean, because the Super Bowl, Atlanta and New England, the game was over, so we all thought. And Tom Brady. I mean, we hate him, but
Tom.
special
No, we
player.
don't hate him. You hate him. Uncle Tom is the man. That motherfucker can play. And like I said,
The only
once
person
again,
that didn't think, I'm telling you, the only person I know that didn't think that game was over was my son Wayne. Said, yeah, but Belichick.
oh no, I
and
didn't
Tom
think that
Brady.
shit was over either.
Yeah,
I don't.
well, see, like I said, I didn't know you at that time. He
When
was
the
like texting
Eagles
me back and
played,
forth.
when we played Tom Brady, I thought we were gonna lose. He scored every play down the field, every play. If it wouldn't have been for that strip sack, the man was gonna score again. We couldn't stop him
How the hell did you bring the Eagles into this conversation?
because we was just talking about Tom Brady and knowing that Tom Brady was gonna win. I'm telling you, as an Eagle fan, I thought that he was about to cook us.
Oh, okay.
Once again, he not listening.
Go ahead, bring Dallas into it some kind of way.
It ain't no way you can bring him in because they never been in the Super Bowl since I was 5. Man, boxing taught me out.
And he got you.
Hey,